Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 40 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with OKB, followed by Monero, Mental, Tau, Near, ETC, Aptos, ONDO, ICP, and then we'll end it with Paya number 40. Let's get straight into it. So OKB shot up all the way to the top 30 at number 25 and pushed everything down. So the reason is because OKB has hit all our targets. There was one at 95 and there's one at 138 beautifully, as would be expected. So, but this is so fast. It's so fast. And yeah, there you go. 95, 138. Congratulations if you did take profits and if you are in a trade for OKB. This is fantastic because it's very, very fast. Very, very fast. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. 95 and 138. One shot. Pum pum. We were actually expecting things to move slowly, right? Maybe hitting T1, which is target 1, first before heading towards target number 2. But eventually it just boop, hit both. So I'm like, haha. So you got the money. And with the money that you have, you reinvest it into elsewhere. Elsewhere that has the same chart pattern, right? So this is our edge. Chart patterns is our edge. Squeezes, we can recognize squeezes. So anyway, the point is all targets have been hit for OKB. Moving on would be Monero. So Monero had the same thing happen, right? So because previously Monero was also in an accumulation, right? And we had 3 targets, and the targets of 2 and 3 were hit very fast. Pam pam, just like that. Not as fast as OKB, though. OKB is just one shot, pam, both. Right. So yeah, but Monero is also quite speedy. But after all targets have been hit, what happens? A retrace happens. So for OKB, the same thing. There is a retrace in the making. Anything for us for Monero? Nope, nothing much. Next will be Mental. Okay, so Mental, say this many times. Mental is still in a squeeze. Oh no! Oh my god. So Mental, we have clear targets 250. And there's another target fresh out of the oven at 390. Right, I suspect we're gonna go past $4 though, maybe closer to $5. But we'll take things one step at a time. First target is 250. So here we are for Mental. Mental, I think we're gonna get a consolidation over here. I mean, best case scenario is a wave E above the skinny pink line. We want Mental to stay above the skinny pink line, not under it, above it. Right, so this will be the second chance entry. First chance entry will be at the bottom of a wave C, but we didn't know where was the bottom of the wave C, you see. But we could actually clear these 2 lows, and we could even clear these lows, and this whole thing could be invalidated, right? So the first chance, in my opinion, came when this, again, not exactly textbook perfect, but was still an inverse head and shoulders over here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, broke out. Again, I still would expect a very nice wave E over here. This would be ideal in my opinion. Ideal. So yeah, but again, even more ideal is we hit the resistance line first before a retrace, which means that we go a little bit higher, but we don't necessarily have to hit the resistance line to form the wave E, right? So again, preferably above the skinny pink line. We've been hitting the skinny pink line for some time though. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and then eventually, pump, burst up. So yeah, but things are quite overbought at the moment. To go long, this is not the area. We have to wait for a retrace because there is still a possibility that as the skinny pink line goes through, we could still come back down lower, you see. We could still come back under $1. So that still remains a possibility. But we're still feeling pretty positive about Mental. I think Mental is going to hit towards 390 eventually. Next would be Tau, another coin. It's fantastic. So for Tau, Tau is almost textbook perfect. I mean, if I had to rate Tau from 0 to 10, I'll give this a 9 out of 10 in terms of its quality. A, up B, down C, D, and we are getting a wave E. So Tau is ahead of Mental in its chart pattern completion. So I feel like Tau is gearing for a break. Is hungry for a break. The wheels are really truly gearing up. It's like the arrow that is being pulled back almost 90% of the way. It's almost there. 100% pump gets released, and We're expecting it to hit again first target over here, and we actually have a second target at 2,134. So we're expecting 2,000 to be breached eventually for Tau. Because this is a very, 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 very high quality chart pattern. Yeah, I still think that more likely than not, the targets should be hit. Again, this is trading. No guarantees. I can say 100%, but this is very, 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 very high quality. Very high quality. You know what this reminds me of? We took the trade for this UOS, right? Long time ago. Long time. So now US has already collapsed. So UOS, right? First the move was here. We didn't really take it. The next move that came for UOS, right? This is what you call lessons in history. Was here. You see this? A, B, C, D, E. What happened? We rose. And we rose all the way to 230. Entries were actually made at the first chance at around, I think I got it at around 13 cents if I'm not mistaken. 12 or 13 cents, right? Because there was an inverse head and shoulders here. You see this? Inverse head and shoulders. And after that, yeah, the rest is history. And then the moment I got out was when we hit the skinny pink line. So, okay, I think we're very, very likely coming down. We actually did hit here. I'm like, no, I think the trend is still bullish. So when the rally came in, I got out around 120, I think, 124, 120, around 120, I think. Yeah, so this was a 10x for us, a tenner. So this was crazy, absolute crazy. What a great trade. So coming back to Tau, right? We can't really see it yet for Tau because it has not happened yet. So now, because for UOS, right, there is data already. So we could, look back, right? I mean, of course, hindsight is always 2020. And eventually, Tau is going to look at pancakes. Like this, right? I think we're going to go past this eventually. But I think there will be another consolidation over here before we continue towards 10K. I still expect Tau to eventually head towards 10K, but it's not going to be one straight line up. More likely than not, there will be a consolidation. So there you go. That's the gift for you. I've given you 2 gifts. Yeah, so that's all for you. Okay, next will be, where are we? Near. Okay, so near is still in the midst of accumulation. And near is still under the skinny pink line. Yes, near is doing something like an inverse head and shoulders over here. Look very carefully, something like that. Right, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, something like that. Yes, we could break higher, but there's this gap over here and there's a skinny pink line acting as resistance. So best case scenario is we break through the skinny pink line and we stay above it. Best bullish case for near. But again, I'm also, at the back of my mind, I'm aware of the risk of this being a bearish continuation lower. Right. To be honest, right, I would prefer near to drop back down to clear this sell cluster first before a reversal. But it's near solid, yeah. It's a good project. It's just that you want to get the timing right? Instead of getting it at $3, is there a possibility that we might get it at like $1.25? Yeah, sure. Sure there is. So for me, right, I mean, you can of course buy it if you want to, but for me, right, if things were to switch bullish from here and this is the low, right, I'll still wait for the break above the skinny pink line first before doing anything, and hopefully we see an inverse head and shoulders here, right? A left shoulder and a head and a right shoulder for near. Best bullish case. So as it stands, yeah, we are going to be patient. Where are we next? ETC. Okay, so ETC, just like Monero, as we have seen, is also in an accumulation. Okay, let me just go back to it. Monero, right? You look at Monero. Let's look at Monero, right over here. I mean, okay, let's just click the eye and click replay here. Okay, wait, we have to go back a little bit more. So, bro, where's that replay button? Okay, so this was where Monero was. So it'd be like, this looks like an accumulation. Very likely a break, right? Yes, very likely a break. And so eventually Monero did break higher, right? It gave us targets and yeah, broke out, pump. So Ethereum Classic looks like the same thing for Monero. Looks like the same thing, right? It's not exactly textbook perfect, but we're still anticipating a very nice spike up The only thing is that I don't know if you're going to be getting a new all-time high. Right? Should we get a new all-time high, we still have to retrace. It's just like Monero is just ahead of Ethereum Classic in terms of its accumulation. Right? It's more advanced in terms of its move. So Ethereum Classic is kind of lagging behind. And yeah, again, for me, right, I wouldn't be trading Ethereum Classic. More likely than not, there should be a break higher. If a chart pattern that is high quality appears, great, we'll consider it. Even if I were to take a trade for Ethereum Classic, probably it would just be like a short trade, right? Maybe a scalp, right? Or a day trade, right? A very short trade. So that's Ethereum Classic for you. Aptos against USD. So Aptos has been in an accumulation for a very long time. We like what we see. It's a kind of a falling channel. Falling channels usually break higher. But the only thing is, Aptos has been in a downward trend for a long time. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows. The trend is still down. When is the trend gonna switch bullish? When? I don't know. We have to wait for more information first from the Aptos wheels. ONDO against USD. So ONDO, okay. So ONDO, we actually had a we had a bearish bias. We were anticipating a head and shoulders over here as ONDO head back towards 18 cents. We actually had an 18 cents target, but the moment we take out these highs, that's it, we're out. The only thing is that this still doesn't really fill me with confidence. As in like ONDO, continuing higher to like what, $10. This is more likely than not going to hit lower. Still a very sharp pattern to me. Still under the skinny pink line. Could we break higher? Yeah, sure, of course, we could. But from a trading standpoint, I'll wait. I mean, it'd be smart to wait for BTC to switch bearish first before going short on ONDO. Because as long as BTC and Ethereum is bullish, right, more likely than not, ONDO is going to stay bullish as well. So it'll be smart to stay with a bullish bias. But from ONDO's perspective, yeah, no, this is a short. Probably in the months or years, I don't know how long BTC is going to be rising, but in the future, right, this will be a short. Even if you were to go any higher, I still think that eventually there will be a fall coming on for ONDO. So my bias is still bearish for ONDO. Unless, of course, we start behaving bullishly, right? Maybe we consolidate over here. And sure, I will switch it. I'll switch to a bullish bias. ICP against USD. So I think that ICP is also gearing up for a potential move higher, just like NEAR. So NEAR is also potentially in a bullish reversal. But just like NEAR, ICP is also under the skinny pink line. So the trend is still bearish for ICP and NEAR. We are still getting lower highs. Even if we were to zip higher, is there any guarantee that we're going to break above the skinny pink line? Guarantees, no. No. So what do? We wait for the confirmation, break above it, wait for the retrace. That's it. This is where we consider making entries as the curve comes in. Right? Hopefully though. Is there a possibility we hit lower? Yeah, just like NEAR, we're expecting ICP to take out this sell cluster over here at 372. Yeah, so it'll be sub $4. Should it, retrace? This will be ideal though, to be honest. And after that, yeah, we start reversing. Right, best bullish case in my opinion. Of course, I could be wrong, and we could be breaking out from here. So if this happens, then we will adapt to the situation and we will switch bullish. Right. Very likely we'll probably get a consolidation over here, which is above the skinny pink line. Hopefully a right shoulder. And that's it. We'll have targets, but until then, we stay patient. Pi against USD. Here we are for Pi. Pi is still down. Anything for us to work with? Nope. So we're not going to force anything. Alright, boys and girls. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-ta.